Welcome back. I'm making this video to show my experiments with mounts to try and take the vibration out of the TomTom Bandit. So there'll be a series of these. This is the first one until I get the right. So this is what I've come up with to start with. This is a anti-jello mount for a drone, and what that takes out the jello effect you get from a rolling shutter on a drone. And I'm going to try that. It has to hang that way, I think, so the mount's under here. And I'll just show you how I've mounted that onto the bike. So this is the mount that I've got mounted on the bike. These are indicator relocation brackets. That's a bit of home welding because I'm learning how to weld at the moment. And then this just mounts on like that, and then I tie it up so that if it did fall off, it won't go walkabout into the wheels or anything like that. That's like that. And then the camera, I wrap this around there, clips on like that. There you go. And then I've got this remote control thing that I put on the handlebars, and that starts and stops recording. Okay, let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else. I had it just in front of the garage and it was a bit wobbly, but that might have been just on tick over. It's nice not having it on the helmet. The trouble with it being on the helmet is every time I looked in the mirrors, the camera danced around and the speedo was generally in the view. Quite looking forward to seeing the results of this, so it all turns out like. Great if it's solved the problem.
I think that's a good cross-section of road and speed to see if this anti-vibration mount works. As I say, if not, then it's back to the drawing board. But it's something I would love to solve. You know, get clean footage without wobbling all over the place. And I don't think it's very good on the helmet, because everywhere you look it catches it. So it would be nice to get smooth footage. Anyway, I'll see what it's like. So cheerio for now, and I'll catch you later.
Well, that wasn't a resounding success. Not as bad as I thought it might be, but not as good as I wanted it to be. I'm going to load it up anyway. If you've got any comments, or you know of a mount that works, then maybe you'd link below. I've seen this mount work on bikes that are smoother. I don't know whether this is just because it's the Harley and it vibrates too much that this isn't working, or it's because it's on the forks, but it's on the rigid part of the forks. So maybe on the frame it's got more shock absorber effect on the frame maybe, but I can't really figure out how to mount it onto the frame yet. I could mount it pointing backwards, but that kind of defeats the object. So anyway, as I said, I'm going to post this up, see if I get any feedback, if someone else has found out another method that works better for a Harley. In the meantime, if I think of something, I'm going to try it out and post that video as well. The reason I'm posting this video, I know it's not good, I know it's wobbly, I know it's not doing what I want it to do, but it might help someone else who's going down the same road and wants to see the effect of one of these anti-jello mounts. They're only about £7 from Amazon. You just search anti-vibration mount for a drone. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Subscribe if you could to help the channel out and encourage me. Hopefully I get better at this and I get more videos coming out. Anyway, until then, take care, take it easy. Cheerio.